Today, we will be using lines. So remember, there are so many different types of lines. Lines are the things that happen when your material touches the paper and is dragged along. What are some of the different lines that you can remember? I'm gonna call on 3 people. Raise your hands and see if you can tell me some of the lines that you can remember. We are also going to use shapes. Who can tell me what their favorite shape is here? I'm gonna call on 3 people. I'm gonna call on someone who's raising their hand and they're gonna tell me their favorite shape from the list I have here. We have also been working really hard trying to learn our warm and cool colors. Could I please have someone who could raise their hand and tell me the cool colors, and then I'll have someone raise their hand and tell me the warm colors. Remember to raise your hand, please. Today we're studying an artist called Henry Matisse. Go ahead and say Henry, and then say Matisse. Henry Matisse. Henry Matisse loved to paint. He liked using bright colors, and he liked to paint things that you might find in your home. Today we're gonna be inspired by this image. Go ahead and take a look for 10 seconds. We're gonna have 10 seconds of quiet time just to look. I want you to look at all the different shapes, the different lines, and different colors that you see, and then we'll talk about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and count, and I just want you to look at this image and try not to look away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, who would like to tell me what they saw? Let's call on 4 people to tell me what they saw. Please raise your hand. Great job taking a look at that painting. So Henry Matisse created a lot of different types of art. He even did mixed media. Mixed media is when you combine different types of art. So for here, he used different pieces of paper to create his image. Okay, kindergarten, welcome back. I'm so excited to finish these projects today. Y'all have been working really hard on your fish bowls with your beautiful fish. Now you can take a look at it. You can see that when you use the crayon, well, what happened? When we put watercolor on top of it, what happened next? I want you to be the scientist. Go ahead and talk to a friend, ask a friend, and tell a friend what happened. Feel it, touch it. What happened to the wax and what happened to the watercolor? Okay, so I hope that someone said that wherever the crayon was, the water didn't go. So it resisted. So go ahead and say resist. Awesome. Whenever we do this, it is called wax resist because crayons, like the ones we have in the bin, are made of a wax. And wax basically does not like water. Water and wax do not mix. And so when we use them in art, we can create these really awesome textures. Say textures. Great job. So we should have had a few things that we picked up. You should have picked up your fishbowl. Go ahead and just kind of place your fishbowl far away for now. We don't need your fish right now, but you will need that big square color piece of paper, and then you will need the smaller black piece of paper. Give me a thumbs up if you have all 3 of those items and you push the fishbowl away. Okay guys, so today you'll need your glue. Go ahead and take the glue out and then put in between you and your partner so that y'all can share. You may have your own today, you may not. Sharing is okay. Give me a thumbs up once you have your glue. Awesome guys. So now what you're gonna do is you are going to take your black sheet of paper and I want you to find the corners. On the count of 3, I want you to tell me how many corners this shape has. 1, 2, 3. I hope you said 4. On each of those corners, you're just gonna give it an itty bitty little ladybug dot of glue. So I make sure that my cap is open. I had to turn it, and then I'm gonna give it a little shake and give it a dot, just a little ladybug dot of glue on each corner. So how many dots should I have total? I hope you said 4. Now, here's the hard part. we need to attach this to our square, but you have to attach it the same way as me. You can't be creative this time. I need you to do it the same way. So I'm gonna show you and I'm gonna go really slow. So I'm gonna pick up my rectangle with the glue, the black rectangle, and I'm going to find those corners, and guess what? They're getting married, so they have to kiss. Mwah. So those corners, the red corner and the black corner, they're touching now. And then I line up the sides, just like this. And it may not fit perfectly, but try your best to make it look exactly like this. It needs to look like this, where you see the color, and then at the very bottom is the black strip. I will come around once you give me your thumbs up, and I will check this for you, and I can change it, but only if you're giving me a thumbs up. Now, as a class, let's go ahead and put our hands on our art. We are going to count to 10, and hopefully it'll dry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you should have noticed that there's a tray of crayons on the middle of the table. These are special crayons. These are called construction paper crayons. They are special because they show up really well. We're gonna be using these instead of the crayons on our table to add some designs before we put our fish on here. You're gonna watch me do all this first, and then I'm gonna let you try. So, use these crayons to make our art. What we need to do is we need to find one and hold it up, any color. Go ahead and find one construction paper crayon from the trays and hold it up high in the air so I can see what color you chose. Okay, so now we're gonna write our name in the very bottom left-hand corner. You wanna write small and close to this corner. Watch me first. I am going to put Mr. Boatfield because that is my name, but if you have your own special name, please put that name so that I know who created this amazing work of art. And then we also need something right next to it. What is it? I hope you said class code. You're gonna put your class code in this little circle, but I'll pause the video right now so that you know exactly what class code we need. Now, I'm gonna pass out these sheets. They say line types. These are all the different types of lines. But remember, can you make up your own line if you wanted to? I hope you said yes. Lines are an element of art that artists use to create. So we're gonna use these to decorate our art. So when this is all done, all this color area will look like a wall. So we're gonna think of ways to decorate the wall. I want you to use different lines. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick one. You know what? I haven't used mountain in a long time. I'm gonna go ahead and take this crayon and I am going to do mountain all the way across the top of the paper. All right, so I have it ready. Now I wanna try a different type. I might do loop-de-loop. Can I change my crayons and my color? I hope you said yes. So I'm gonna switch to blue because I wanna make it interesting, and I'm gonna put some loop-de-loops all over my paper. And now I'm gonna fill it up with different patterns. Watch me first. All right, I added my different types of line that I found on the sheet, or you could make up your own. I'm gonna give y'all 3 minutes to go ahead and add some patterns. Remember, if you're stuck, just find one of these sheets of paper, share with your friends, and create some awesome patterns. You do not have to create any patterns on the black part. You can just do it on the colored part. Go ahead, we have 3 minutes. Give me a thumbs up to show me you're ready. Okay, I think we're ready for the next step. So what you need to do, make sure that all of your crayons are back in the tray. Give me a thumbs up once your table looks pretty. Awesome. Now, here's what we're gonna do. We need to cut this out. What do you think? Should we cut fast or should we cut slow? I hope you said slow. I want you to take your time. Cut the black line of your fishbowl so that we have it for next time. It's like one big oval. You can cut off your name, that's okay. because we're gonna glue it down and it'll look a little bit different. I'm gonna come all the way around, just like this. I'm not rushing, and I'm done. Go ahead and cut yours out, and then to show me that you're ready, hold your trash up in the air. I will come and pick it up, and then we will go to the next step. So now it's time for us to glue our fishbowl right here. So it kind of looks like a little table. And it might cover up your patterns, that's okay. Move it down so that we can see a little bit more of it. It's kind of poking through. So we need to glue the fishbowl. So you're gonna have to turn it upside down. And I want you to give it at least 6 dots of paint. 6 little ladybug dots. And you can put them kind of all over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how much we needed. I'm going to turn it upside down. Watch me first. Put it right where I want it, because you don't want to glue it down where you don't want it. And then I'm gonna count to 10. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and then you can lift up. Now we are ready. I will call your table to hold it. You're gonna hold it with both hands. You're gonna follow the green arrows. You're gonna walk. You don't run like a crazy woman or crazy man. And you're gonna put it on the drying rack. I will help you with that part. And then use the green arrows to make your way back to your seat. We are gonna have an awesome day, guys.